Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to the American Investor Show. Please click subscribe if this is your first time listening. From trader and CEO interviews to breaking news about companies you won't hear anywhere else, nobody does a better job at keeping you in the know when it comes to penny stocks. The term penny stock generally refers to a security issued by a very small company that trades at less than $5 per share. Penny stocks are extremely risky, yet they offer rates of return on investment not seen anywhere else. The host, guest, and callers are not registered financial advisors licensed by any government entity, and therefore, the following should be considered entertainment. The host, guest, and callers disclaim all liability in the event any information, commentary, analysis, opinions, advice, and/or recommendations prove to be inaccurate, incomplete, or unreliable, or result in any investment losses. Before investing in penny stocks, you should consult a professional to determine what strategy may be best for your individual needs. Now, without further ado, your host, LaSalle Anungu.
Yes, what's going on? Andale, they call me Iya. Oh, it's your boy Sal in the building, man. Shout out to everybody watching the show. Man, look, wanted to come on the show yesterday, and then Litecoin started going crazy, man. I found my little portfolio of a couple Litecoins going crazy, so I had to go see what the hell was going on. If you were on Twitter, I posted that on Twitter. I was like, look, man, this is going to have me missing my show because I didn't know what the hell was going on with Litecoin, man. You know, this altcoin that I had basically picked up for, 68, 69 bucks, all of a sudden was at, had been at 99. It was okay. I mean, it was something. But all of a sudden, 120, 150, 160. That was insane. And now where it's at, crazy. We'll check that out in just a bit. But hey, we can't forget about penny stocks, right? I mean, that's where this show got started off at, but I can't lie to you folks. I just feel like, man, a lot of guys who were deep into the pennies are they're looking at these alts, and I can't even deny it, bro, because I'm looking, and I've said this several times. Shout out to all the people in the chat room. Silver by the ounce, Matt M, Jeff, what's up, man? It's snowing like crazy up there. Joel Kraft. Life for a Business. Mr. Baptiste, what's up? Bo White, DPG, George M, Lamprey Milk, Gucci. Who else is in here? Remarkable HM, Mikhail Cummings. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Ja Warrior, what's up, man? Ja Warrior's been a minute. JT Bullhead Trader. Shout out to all the people, Jason or James Cade, rather, and all the people watching in the future. So let's go ahead and hop into it, man. What were you guys looking at today? Overall, yeah. I hope you guys jumped on my BTCS call. BTCS, last week, we were talking about BTCS at around 10:37, 10:27. And I said, look, BTCS can go further. I think this is the opportune time to jump into BTCS. All right. Yes, the Bitcoin stocks are not running like Bitcoin, but this one was just a little bit too cheap for what Bitcoin was doing. I wrote an article on my website, advancedequityresearch.com. About BTCS, and they're very interesting, very lucrative, possibly lucrative. Let me use the right word, acquisition of a mining company. Great price they got it for. So I think BTCS is finally trying to go legit. All right. You already got people who got a little exaggerated. The stock hit about 1650, came back. We're at 1419 now. But if you got in at 10, that was a solid return. Incredible volume. All right. If you went in with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, it was beautifully liquid today. beautifully liquid today, yesterday as well, with a very, very defined candlestick with yesterday's beautiful volatility on BTCS. Yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful call on that one, man. Yeah, the money in crypto is crazy. I feel really sorry. Jason brought up in the chat room, Jason brought up Riot. I actually feel sorry for the investors in Riot. If you watched Fast Money today on CNBC, you watched, they literally did an expose on the stock, Riot blockchain. They put them out there on blast. I don't know if somebody at CNBC has a short position or what, but they went in on this company for a good 5-10 minutes about how, they weren't legitimate, about how, they changed their name and they're not really a biotech play, and how much they spent on the acquisition and how much the acquisition is really worth. And they just broke Riot down. And the after hours is something embarrassing. I think it's like $24 after hours right now, last I checked before the show. So I gotta flush it, man. I gotta flush it. And I feel sorry, though. I honestly feel sorry for the traders in Riot blockchain. Because I know you were expecting more. I know you were expecting, it to possibly go to 36, 37. It hit $33 today. So this wasn't, this is not a sleeping, it's not a sleeping stock here. This got a lot of volatility. You had a lot of people wanting to buy this thing. Had a lot of people wanting to buy this thing. But again, so sorry to the traders who got caught up in RIOT. What's going on, Random Stock Run? Stockafellow, what's up, man? That's what's up. Let's take a look at Mara. Mara is one of those interesting ones, too. Also low float. This is another one that they're saying is Bitcoin related. I'm not sure of the extent on that one. Again, I understand that trading is about scale. At 580, being that we all know what it is, I'd rather stick to the OTC side where I'm getting a shitload for a load cheaper. You know what I mean? At 580 a share, and then I'm not sure exactly, how extensive the Bitcoin operations are. I think this is kind of high, as well as Riot. So does Riot deserve to be trading at where it was, $24? Probably hell no. Hell no. It was a $12 million company. $12 million company 3 weeks ago. Now it's got a valuation of $258 million. Absolutely insane. Let me go and Riot. Am I right on that? Yeah, I think it's the evaluation somewhere between 240 and somewhere like that. Somewhere up there. All right. Oh yeah, that's what I want to call. Let me see. PTI. Did you call PTI? No, I didn't call PTI. No, PTI happened today. I didn't know what the hell was going on with PTI. Again, for me this morning, it was all about Bitcoin. It was all about Bitcoin and Litecoin this morning. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. If it wasn't Bitcoin, Litecoin, I wasn't even looking at it, bro. BTSC, BTCS, and actual cryptocurrencies. PTI, why did PTI hit 695 today before cooling to 614? Looks like they won some kind of clinical cystic fibrosis. All right, so positive trial results across the board for that cystic fibrosis drug. This was regarding all three of the drug makers' pipeline programs. The drugs, PTI 428, PTI 801, PTI 808. You know how they give them those numbers, And then eventually, when everything gets approved, then they go out and find a name for the drug. But that's a good look for them. That's a good look for them. I mean, all three of their pipeline drugs beat again across the board. You might get a multiple day situation in this. We'll see what happens on that. But I mean, that's quite an extension there. I mean, 161% in one day. In one day, most of it, you had to be in the trade beforehand. So unless somebody told your mom or somebody told you or somebody told somebody you really couldn't benefit on this on PTI. You had to be in the trade really the day before. But nice move there on PTI. PTI. Yeah, I saw this, but no shares to short last I checked. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. DIGAF. He's saying Africa Emporium called D. Are you? I'm starting to think that guy is Africa Emporium. Oh, so much. You on his nuts so damn much. DIGAF. This one I got it on my website, Advanced Equity Research. We talked about this one as well. Bitcoin. Now they list that they have a brokerage, but has anybody actually used their trading platform? Has anybody used the Digitrade trading platform? Let me see if I can. Are they even Digitrade trading platform? Digitrade. Has anybody used it? Yeah, because I've never heard anybody who's actually used it. All right, so okay, damn. All right, so it looks like it actually. I mean, they're making you go through all these steps and shit like that. So there might actually be something behind this one here. Digitrade.com, is asking me, how to register, put in all your information. Looks like they're based out of Canada. They might actually have a legit platform out there, man. BLKCF. Yeah, BLKCF. Why do I feel like that's just kind of showed up, man? I don't remember hearing about that BLKCF one. I feel like that kind of just showed up out of nowhere. DIGAF, though, nice move. 44% gain today. 44% gain today. Give them the ka-ching. That's a beautiful move on that stock. 2-day move to be exact, but now can we get back up to the 44 cents? Who knows? But nice trade on that. Decent market cap, decent volume today. Great share structure too on this DIGAF stock. Nice move on that. CANN, General Cannabis. Yeah, I mean, we called this one a flop last week, didn't we? We called this one a flop last week. But it keeps going. It keeps going. It's too bad, unfortunately, it's not taking many other cannabis stocks with it. General Cannabis is under promotion. When I go to stockpromoters.com, that's a stock that surprisingly, all of a sudden, it was kind of getting some updates. I don't know, they had been quiet for a while, and all of a sudden it started. CANN. No, I'm actually not seeing CANN on the list. PYDS is getting promoted. A couple other ones, Hive. But I don't see CANN the most. And then, because if you go to stockpromoters.com, the most promoted penny stocks of the week is right there on the website on the end. Doesn't work. I don't think you see it on cell phones. But if you're on the desktop right now, you can see it. But Can's not on the list. I'm not seeing Can on there. I'm not seeing Can on there. All right, but Can, yeah, definitely looking going higher right now. 491, up 18%. What's going on, Kenny Dutton? Yeah, this one is going to be one to watch. How far this can go, I don't know. It's already had a couple beautiful weeks here. Here's the weekly chart on Can. All right, so we obviously some kind of promotions going on here, not being supported by any real news. There has been no real news releases at all in the company that I can make mention of. I'm gonna check OTC markets just to make sure. Yeah, they're absolutely right. So no news releases out of Cannes. Actually, yeah, I see a couple PRs. Actually, no, yeah, on OTC market. Okay, so they're putting it on OTC markets. But no game changing, no underlying fundamental change that's being talked about. They're only mentioning how big the legal cannabis market is, how big retail cannabis sales are, not necessarily for their company, but for the industry overall. So, I mean, just the typical pump and dump rhetoric. Typical pump and dump rhetoric, but it's one to watch. One to watch. All right, let's keep it going with you guys as tickers in the chat room. Rlog. I want to hear some good options too. I don't know if anybody's got some good options out there. I've been telling you, I've been watching Macy's. Macy's finally pulled slightly back today. But I still keeping my March options. $23 Macy's, still keeping that handy for Macy's, even though that's being a real bitch right now. It's being a real bitch right now, but I think we can get there by March once all this Christmas hoopla bullshit is gone. Rlog, Rand Logistics shipping company. We had a really good week. In shipping. What was the one that ran last week? I can't remember that ticker. But we did have a shipping company that ran crazy last week. I want to say it was EC. Was it EC? Or maybe or was it? We had one shipper that went crazy last week, but off the top of my head, I can't remember. But Rlog, 22 cents a share, looking like a bankruptcy risk here. Setting new lows, unless you got some concrete information, I'm not touching Rlog at all. GLBS, yeah, that was it. GLBS. Yeah, we had GLBS go nuts last week, as you can see here. It's losing its ass now because, it's a shitty stock, and those companies are shitty companies for the most part. But they were great intraday trades when they came out. GLBS had opened up incredibly high. It was another stock that had did a little bit too much pre-market, and you just didn't have any buyers at those higher prices. And it's been a horrible, horrible 3 days in GLBS. I mean, that's completely horrible for shippings across the board. Yeah. Yeah, Artie, I just got done talking about Riot. I mean, I hope you're not in Riot, although it did good today. After hours, they're getting killed, and it's going to be a very ugly day for them tomorrow. RDC, don't know too much about this one. Rowan Companies, $1 billion market cap. Don't know anything about that one. SZRO, OTC stock. Who's pumping this one? Flash Zero, IT Services. IT Services, boy, what a dip buy. Well, look at that. I mean, geez, what a dip buy opportunity for somebody in there. Up 300%. Up 300% from Monday in F0. God, you gotta love penny stocks, man. When you get it right, doesn't it feel good? I mean,
you win.
You gotta feel good on that one, man. Flash Zero up 300%. Decent volume too. 8 million shares, 3 cent stock. That's pretty good. For OTC play that cheap. It's pretty good. So your biggest loss was GLBC? All right, let's take a look at more trades here. We're going through them here. All right, your job is to write ones you're interested in and do your deep research later. EARS. EARS. We saw this one last week. EARS got oversold, if you remember. You know, it was just one of those situations where the company came out with earnings. Earnings were horrible. Incredible falling window there. I mean, the company lost almost 50% of its value that day. And now you just have guys who are just going in there looking for an opportunity to fill the gap. Now, is it going to go all the way back up? Probably not. But nice oversold, to mid of the RSI, possible move. Well, I think you're kind of late now. After today's move. I think you'll see some, selling it off tomorrow. And that would make perfect sense from the 37, 38. Actually, this was a lot lower than that. 37, 38 cent level, which was that low last week, Thursday on the stock. All right. Yeah, that was well, you can call that a lottery. I think the F0, you can call it close to a lottery. Mass Roots. Man, this is a piece of shit, but it looks like it hit a floor and bounced off of it. This is a piece of shit, though, for most of 2017. Now it looks like the sellers are finally out. But again, I don't know what's going on here. You doubled your money. You're up about 110%. Yeah, almost 110% from the lows. That began November the 14th. So, I mean, that's a solid move for MSRT. Let me see here. What? Still far from the 200. 100 moving average is where we're on top of right now. Where is... Let me see. Can I... where's my 50? Where would the 50 at caught that? Where was the 50 at? Damn, not even the 50. Okay, well, 15? Alright, so the 15 moving average. Okay, but I mean, you would have to really have been paying attention to this stock in particular. I thought maybe it had crossed a interesting level, so I could have pulled up, but it was very, very beat up. So if you weren't looking at this stock in particular, I mean, you probably missed this move in MSRT. Probably missed that move in MSRT unless you had a great screener for the corresponding, month and a half for that stock. Nice move. 110% in 30 days. That's nice. SFOR, Strikeforce Technologies. Strikeforce Technologies. Yeah, I put that 0075. I said I'd be interested, and I put that there. I'd be interested in the stock below there. That's where we are now. Strikeforce Technologies. Yeah, I'd actually like this stock beneath these levels. As you can see here, you got to go all the way back to before 2017 to see the stock below that 0075 level. That's where it is now. It's dipped there a couple times, but every time it hasn't stayed down there for too long. Now, here's the thing. If you're interested in it, I would keep an eye on it. It's got great volume. Got great volume for the price. But we don't know what's fundamentally changed on there. So I'd look into the 10KC. I don't know if they've, dumped any new warrants out there or whatnot that could cause continued possible dilution or maybe selling off of the stock. But under 0075 is actually a pretty nice level for the stock. And this stock, as you can see here, up 1% today. Stock was up 1% today. So, this could be the beginning of something. Just keep an eye on it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that down myself to remind myself. SFOR, Strikeforce Technologies, to watch at below now 0075. All right. VRX, Valiant. Yeah, Valiant was a great earnings play. Really, I went really hard on earnings this year. This past earnings season, because I just felt like last earnings season in particular, back in August, I had really missed out on some really great trades, including Facebook, Netflix, whatnot. Again, they just all have knocked it out the park this earnings cycle. They're going to do it next earnings cycle, especially Facebook. But those are tough to play during the day after. But going back to Valiant, won in earnings, and this incredible run since then, where you're up almost $7 a share. Again, I don't know how liquid their options are. But you might want to check that out. Probably it's kind of hot now. You may have missed the move. But again, here's another one. Wow. Okay, there you go. So got above the 200 moving average, and just basically went for the run there. This is Valiant, that purple line, 200 moving average on Valiant, doing very well, very, very well. I want to pull up my Tastyworks app so we can pull up some of these options we talk about. All right, let's keep it going. VZ, Verizon Communications. Verizon, that's a huge iPhone play. Let's just be honest. Most carriers, their best phone is the iPhone. Verizon in particular, but they also have this really great deal with Google and their Google Pixel phone. So I don't know how that relationship is working out, where they're carrying both the iPhone as well as Google Pixel. Verizon, I know last time I checked, had just talked about they're releasing some kind of new thing where you able to get some type of streaming product, but not necessarily have to just only use it on Verizon products, which was really interesting. All right, large cap stocks is what we're discussing right now. $53 right now on Verizon. All right, not the cheapest stock in the world, but looking real good for the holiday season. All right, let's get back to some of these small caps. K's, Kaya Holdings. Oil and gas. Oil hasn't been doing so hot. I mean, we're still hanging. Let me see here. Investing.com. Where are we right now on crude? Where are we at right now on crude? 57. All right, so we're still nice and tight on crude. The Saudis are doing a really good job of keeping that together. We knew for a long time that $52 oil is really where profitability is for many of the large cap oil stocks. Now that we've at 57, that should be very healthy for a lot of the smaller ones as well. Is Kaya running on that? I couldn't tell you. The company, is a marijuana play. They're still listed as a oil play. How much oil assets they still have? How many? I don't know what the fuck they want to be anymore. I don't know. But I know when you come time to talking about oil, the price of the commodity is actually the most important. All right. VRX jumping the good in the mornings. Yeah, Valiant is one of those, we had that trader who was shorting Valiant. And you remember, he got short, ended up losing $3 billion on that, man. How the fuck do you lose $3 billion and still live with yourself? I don't know if I could live with myself if I lost $3 billion, man. That's a lot of money. We did an episode on that too. HEMP. That's probably not the HEMP you're talking about. Let's look at the hemp OTC HEMP. All right, HEMP. Look, it doesn't look like CAN, right? It doesn't look like CANN. But, look, December has been good for marijuana. Looks like December's been good for hemp. December's been good for hemp. Now, share a little bit of that love with MJNA, which is, not so great. Not so great December. I mean, it's only moved up about a penny. One that's incredibly volatile, MCOA. MCOA is, once this sector comes back, I'm all MCOA. All right. But other than that, CAN, CANN, is the star of the group. Jeff, you're talking about GOHE, Global Payout Incorporated. What is Global Payout? What is Global Payout? Don't know anything about this. GOHE, OTC Pink stock, 26 million shares traded. Software technology company providing solutions to modernize the emerging fintech market. Okay, just say you're in Bitcoin. Are you in Bitcoin or not? Development, foundation, introduction of new state-of-the-art fintech payment system. All right, so they're not. Okay. Will continue to offer fintech payment system to many vertical markets. Support for foreign currency exchange and digital currency. Okay, so they're saying it, but they're not saying it. I mean, just come out and say it. But all right, so it looks like they're trying to basically say that's what they're into. GOHE up 20%. Up 20%. Boy, this company puts out a lot of news. No wonder the stock's been doing pretty well, staying up there. GOHE up 20% today with nice volume. What's going on, Big Boy Caprice? Yes, indeed, man. I'm up 1,200 right now on my Litecoin, and I'm not sure whether or not to sell. I mean, I was such a skeptical. Such a skeptical trader going into cryptocurrency. Litecoin was what they told me to get because I didn't want to spend the kind of money to buy Bitcoin. In hindsight, it looks like I regret, because at the time we were talking about 5,600, 5,700 Bitcoin. But now I'm up on Litecoin. I don't know what to do. But somebody's saying it's going to 1,000. We want to talk about that too. 646, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, it's Ken. How's it going, sir?
Ken, what's up, man?
How are you? I noticed Bitcoin really dropped in the last hour. Down 16,000, down 1,000. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's had a couple. It's had a good day. I mean, it's had a run. But with that being said, I still put my Bollinger Bands on here, and when I look at my bands, it still looks really nice. So I'm
right.
cool. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, just Litecoin. You look at Litecoin, it was $57, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Now it's at $324. Wow.
Yeah. And,
wow.
But it's got to come back, though. It's got to pull back a little bit. Again, we were right to call, Bitcoin last week on Thursday's show that it's got to get back in the bands. I think Bollinger Bands, like I said, is the most accurate so far indicator when it comes to cryptos, in my opinion, especially these ones with the larger market caps. But yeah, Litecoin's had a really good run, and it's time for that to cool off. So we'll see how that keeps it going.
Yeah, I want to ask you. Janet Yellen, we have the Fed decision at 2 tomorrow, and then there's that press conference. They only have those three times a year, 4 times a year. Do you think the bank stocks they started perking up today? Goldman Sachs hit a new high today. BAC's almost around 30. Just wondering what you think, thinking in that sector and how it's going to be affected by the decision tomorrow. Nothing's affecting this market, bro. Nothing. I mean, I just feel like, nothing is affecting it. They came out the last 2 times and they said they're not. Oh yeah, we should look into cooling, but they never do. Even if they do, I still don't think you're going to get a real significant pullback or anything like that. Nothing to say, hey, just go ahead and sell everything.
but I mean, you can't really guess, right? I mean, you can't really guess because at each
Right.
time they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it," and then the announcement is we're gonna hold off. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't.
Well, I think they're gonna have a rate increase tomorrow. I think the expected is a quarter, but if they raise it higher, let's say 3/8 or higher, they would be beneficial to the financial stocks, obviously. So it'll be interesting to see what she says.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. It's right. You notice the IWM today. There was a lot of call buying the December 22nd. The 154s. Interesting because IWM was down today, which is good, I guess.
Yeah, IWM was down today. Look, the tax plan, the Republicans today, they announced that they're closer to a finalized bill. I still think that's a positive for IWM. I think that was responsible for some of that huge call volume we saw. And, look, they're going to get their way. And I think, 154 is actually a nice little, it's not too far. It's not, I think it's probably where you want to be, especially if that gets passed. I really do.
Yeah, I think he's going to ram it through for that Christmas present Trump's been promising everyone.
Yeah.
And one other thing, IYT, I've been watching that, transport index, IYT, because that confirms Dow theory. And, that's made a nice run since November 13th from 169 to, I think it's 187 now. The market's done very well. Interesting. It's done very well since that period. That's good to see.
Yeah, this one has kind of been surprising to me because I know Boeing and all of them are a big part in this. With rising fuel costs, I thought that would slow them down, but they're actually doing really well. So can you give us a little bit of an idea why this is doing so well?
The RYT. Well, Boeing was easy because the CEO he increased the dividend again the fourth time in 4 years in BA and a share buyback program on Boeing today. But the other transportation stocks, I guess, low interest environment, still a low interest environment, and infrastructure spending, tax bill. Especially the airline stocks, they're just so strong.
Yeah. So would you say? Obviously, it's had a $17 move over the last 2.5 weeks. That's a lot of gain. But do you foresee it continuing to go higher? Is this something you would buy a call on, or would you actually be probably looking for a $3 or $4?
I see that drop. I think it dropped.
On this.
I think it dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it drops.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, Ken, any OTC stocks for us? It looks like you've been playing the large caps a lot more frequently now.
It's hard. Yeah, those marijuana ones, if you look at hemp, HEMP had good volume today. PNTV looks interesting.
Yeah.
Anything else? You spoke about the CANN. That's been so strong.
Yeah, that's just been a beast. I don't know what's driving that one. That's been insane, but
it can go to 10. If you look at the long-term chart, it made a run from $1 to $10 a while back, very quick. So must be a small float.
Yeah, that's been a beast.
Oh, one more. DCTH. We spoke about that a few days ago. It was up today.
DCTH, the former NASDAQ runner, now trades OTC markets. Up 9% today. This is one that's been very, very, very beat up. But you're looking at it as a possible, long-term dip buy opportunity. Is that basically what you're saying? A change of sentiment?
Yeah. The volume really increased over the last few weeks. Look at the volume of the chart compared to October. Who knows? I don't really know the story. I don't know. It looked interesting, just chart-wise.
Yeah. No, there's money coming into it. There's absolutely a lot of money coming into it. And, it's very beat up, way oversold, 19 on the RSI on the daily chart. Weekly is as beat up as well. But, yeah, it's got very little downside risk. I'm looking here on the weekly chart now. And you are getting a, green candlestick developing with this week's action. So we'll see where DCTH will end up.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they'll do another reverse. But
yeah, that's true, too.
You never know.
Right.
Anyway, thank you.
Appreciate it, Ken.
Enjoy.
Thank you for the call, man.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Ken. Appreciate Ken for the call and his knowledge. That's interesting news too on Boeing with that share buyback. All right, share buybacks. You gotta love to hear that when you're talking about large cap stocks. That means this is going higher. What's going on, Bill Betts? All right. Mikey Winter says he got too many cryptos for a hard wallet. Anybody got a hot wallet or paper wallet solution? UBIA. Let's take a look at UBIA. UBI Blockchain Internet. UBI Blockchain Internet. Here's another obscure OTC stock that doesn't get too much talk, right? It doesn't get the kind of talk you hear about Riot, BTCS, BTSC, but it's been doing its thing. I mean, this is a lot more expensive. This is a $14 stock, very low volume, but look, you got guys who are buying. I mean, it's up 61% today. I gotta give it to him, man. That's a solid gain. That's a solid gain, regardless of what you had in it. Trading at 91 times earnings, so not the cheapest stock in the world. UBIA. Look at the balance sheet, folks. Tell us whether or not you really want to own this one. This doesn't look like something you want to hold too long. And take your profits while you can. All right. TOPS. Tops. Used to be one of the big runners that ran with Dries. Dries. God damn. I feel like I swallowed my own spit. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, shit. My bad, guys. DRYS. This thing is really not fucking falling, dude. It's like really not fucking falling. Why is it still hanging up like that? Down 4%. God, where? Research reports. Yeah, but man, Dries is actually hanging up there, man. I mean, it's doing. It looks like it's about to pop higher, though, doesn't it? This looks like it's about to pop higher, bro. Is it just me? Is it just me? Or you guys feel that? Oh, fuck this one up. I feel like Dries looks like it's about to go higher, man. You're either going higher or you're crashing lower. But I see something happening here with Dries. With this wedge pattern forming here. Let me see. Are we gonna, and then we verify with Bollinger Bands. Yes, we do. We're getting the tightening here. I can put Kelter funnels in there too, but I'd probably be doing too much. But yeah, we're getting consolidation now. So something's going to be going on here, man. I would be putting Dries for one to watch. I'm going to put Dries for one to watch here. We know how it could be. You know, we've seen Dries do some crazy ass shit. So I'd watch Dries, man. You know, when it broke the first trend I set up there, foresaw it going lower, but the fact that it's held very well, this might be something to watch. We'll see what happens. Callie Rob, you say buy Dries. Callie, are you in Dries right now? That looks promising. Let me take a look at the weekly. Oh, the weekly's far too beat up. Okay, there it goes. That looks promising. It looks promising. Even the weekly chart setting up nicely. So we'll see what's going on there. Hanging real nicely, even on the weekly. There it is. Dries. I'll keep that on there. We'll see over time if we get proven right or wrong. Kenny, I agree with you. I mean, we've been disappointed in the past because of dries. We've been disappointed in the past because of that stock. One stock that was doing very well yesterday, If I came on your show, we would have been talking about this stock, Y10. If you guys remember, the stock went up over 200%. Y10 did yesterday. In fact, it actually did a lot more than that. Intraday. I think intraday got to his, like 320s or something like that. It was just something insane on Y10. And sold off aggressively today as it couldn't keep those. Couldn't keep those high bids. But YTEN, still a lot of meat on that bone. $4.20. They came out and said basically they got to deal with Monsanto. That's the company that's basically out here killing everybody. It's got a lot of cash. It's a large cap company, sitting on a lot of cash. So that was a big deal for that company. I'd say that was a big deal for a company that, previous to yesterday's move had like a $4 million market cap. So that was a big deal for YTEN. All right, let's take a look at your STGG, man. STGG Group. All right, decent volume coming in. We'd love to see a lot better. I'm not seeing too much of a description here. I think we looked at this last week too. I don't remember too much about it. Been the leader provider of cyber software intelligence solutions to the U.S. government and major corporations since 1986. Want to take a brief look at the 10K. Goodwill and tangible assets. Total liabilities. All right, actually some decent revenue from some contracts. But where all right, so they actually got some decent revenue going on here. Blank check, global defense. Quarter of March. All right, let me see. Revenue, as discussed here, based on the facts, management determined that was probably a condition given to risk confirm. Lender. All right, so I'm seeing here some questions about the financing in the management's discussion in the 10K. I don't have too much time to read it, but they're talking about that the lender, they got some kind of debt issue going on where the lender has not granted a waiver or relief for a previous default or a financial covenant violation that was on March 31st of 2017 and June 30th of 2017. I would, again, I like to look at stuff like this just to know what the hell I'm dealing with. So do your research on it. But I mean, look, it's had an incredible week. All right, it's had an incredible week. The stock's up 300% from basically nothing. All right. This new volume, obviously this could be some kind of pump situation, which is clear as day, but it looks like they had something going on here. Now, whether or not they've been in business as said companies since 1986, that's not the case, because I see here it was some kind of merger that happened back in 2015. And the company changed its name from Global Defense and National Security Systems to STG Group. All right, so it looks like there's some funny business going on here. Just make sure you're looking at what the hell you're trading. I like to at least know, even if it's a pump, I like to know what the hell I'm dealing with. So, all right, just figure it out. All right, let's keep looking at these tickers. keep looking at these tickers. CPLP. CPLP, Capital Product Partners. This is a shipping company, interestingly enough. I've never heard of this one. But let's take a look at the weekly, see where we are. Again, 2017 has been pretty uneventful for the stock. On a weekly chart, dailies, looks nice daily. Last 3 months have been relatively bearish. So this is a very unusual move for the stock. What's changed, man? Something's changed here. Something's changed recently. So I'll find what that is. The stock's trading at 11 times earnings. I'm not sure where they are in terms of profitability and all that. $3.46 stock, but I'm not seeing kind of any game-changing news responsible for, why the stock is up 30 cents a share over the last week. I can't find it, so I'm gonna leave that to you. But would I go long here? Probably not, based on what I'm seeing over the last 90 days. 4 days isn't going to necessarily get me to change my mind, but I think if you break 360s, all right, if you break the 360s, I think you might want to look at this one again. But find out why the hell it's moving to begin with. Find out what the hell it's moving to begin with. Desert Edge, I'm making money on Litecoin. Bitcoin's moving, but I'm making money on Litecoin. I'm making money on Litecoin. And shout out to all these guys who I hope will come on the show. Every time I try to get a guy on the show, they end up pulling some of the episodes, or they end up pulling up anything, and they get freaked out or some shit like that. Like I'm going to go hard on them or something. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions, and whether people like it or not, then shit. But I reached out to the guys behind Flashcoin. I'm trying to get a crypto team to get behind. So we'll see what's going on with Flashcoin. That's a really interesting business that they want to come up with in terms of the kiosk business, where they want to go directly after MoneyGram and Western Union. So that's an interesting little business they're trying to start up there with Flashcoin. MGTI, Bitcoin stock. Let me see here. This one is one that I talked a lot of dirt about. The stock ran. Then you had, in my opinion, and I probably could pull up some Form 4s on MGTI. Let me see here. But doing really well now. Doing really, really well. In fact, I'm not seeing any recent one. You might want to go to the SEC site just in case. But I'm not seeing any ones listed here. But MGTI doing real well over the last couple days here. Doing real well over the last couple days. I'll give them a round of applause, man. They've been on their good behavior. You said it needs a pullback. Well, I mean, it's only at 79 now. So we're not that hot. It could keep going. It could keep going. MGTI could very well keep going. Now at 385, we're looking to possibly touch recent highs. All right, the stock's recent high, which is very close. Spread the chart out a little bit for, those four recent highs of 425. But it can do 460s, and then we got the 550s up there. Not saying it's going to hit it. But if you believe in Bitcoin, you believe in these alt currencies that are continuing to move higher, why can't we see some of these Bitcoin stocks, again, start performing as well as Bitcoin? All right. Not saying you're going to put up the 700% that we will see, over the course of a month or two. But I'm just saying, starting to eclipse recent highs on Bitcoin stocks. Start eclipsing their recent highs. Yeah, Riot is shitting on itself after hours. We just talked about that. Riot is game over tomorrow. It's going to be a real ugly day tomorrow because, again, CNBC did that expose on Riot today on Fast Money. They're going to talk about it again tomorrow. So, it's going to be really ugly for Riot tomorrow. Unless buyers come out and catch some people off guard tomorrow. ATTBF. 126% gain. 126% gain. Nice day for the stock. Up huge, man. That's an incredible amount of volume. This stock has never seen that kind of volume. The stock closed a public offering today. Again, it looks like it had to do with the closing of a private placement. We'll see how that plays into the stock moving forward. Man. Yeah, Cali Rob, were you in that? CIFS? Were you in that? This is a stock we watched for days on days. And no one could really explain why. I mean, it wasn't a stock. It's not popular. All right, it's not popular. Didn't have any crazy volume, but it just kind of continually went up. I couldn't find any guy in the chat room who, was saying, hey, I'm in it large, I'm winning, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, maybe some of you guys took somewhat of a position, but for the most part, we didn't really get an explanation of why. We know these Chinese stocks can do some incredible, crazy things. If you remember, Chinese investors, something like that. What was that Chinese investor stock? Something like ChineseInvestors.com. That's another stock that just went crazy. I think that's like CIXX or CIIX. Yeah, there it is, CIIX. If you go back during the day, ChineseInvestors.com, that was a great short. Oh my God, that was a beautiful short. Where that stock went from 40 cents all the way to $2. Chinese stock, that just was absolutely insane. But yeah, these Chinese companies can do some crazy shit. DPW. But yeah, that was looking like a short now. It's looking like a short now, but I mean, with that low of a volume, I mean, 260,000, one good day could, you can end up on your ass if you're not careful, if you try to short CIFS. DPW, what an incredible dip buy on DPW. The stock had a very aggressive sell-off after a run. This is another one that, a lot of people are calling a fraud. The acquisition that they made, that people are selling as a game-changing. Come to find out, it was a $900 acquisition. It was literally a $900 acquisition that they sold off as some kind of game-changing, thing. The little product they're selling is some people are saying it's a complete fake. And it doesn't actually really work the way they say they are. So again, be very careful with DPW. It's a low float stock. It's got a lot of great volume. I mean, 29 million shares traded of this $4 stock. This company has a $52 million market cap. That's a lot of volume. For a company with this much of a 29 million times 416. What is that? That's 126 million. That's $126 million traded in DPW, if I'm correct. So, I mean, you're trading, and you have a stock that's trading twice its market cap. Twice its market cap, man. And if I'm correct, DPW, the company, let's see here, has no revenues. The company has no revenues. Let's check. Yeah, the company literally had basically it has practically no revenues. Yeah, practically no revenues. You know? So just be very careful what you're trading here, man. Be very careful what you're trading here. I got a link to the 10Q, which is the recent released finance document. There it is in the chat room on DPW. Just be careful what you're trading there, man. Be careful what you're trading here. You said Roy Moore lost in Alabama? Are you serious? The Democrats won in Alabama? Are you serious right now? Hold on, man. I'm not changing the subject. Don't worry. We're not talking about politics. But that's like history making news. Oh, damn. Damn. Doug Jones defeats Roy Moore? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, man. Trump is fucked, bro. Yo, Trump is fucked. Hold on. Okay. Ah, man. See, this I'm not going to go into, trust me, I'm not going to go into, oh, Sal, you're going into politics. No. We're going to stay far away from politics. But this gives the Republican establishment, that Connecticut, Jersey, New York crowd, Massachusetts crowd, this gives them, standing to clap back, man. This gives them a little bit of standing to clap back. How do you lose Alabama, bro, and you're a Republican? That's huge. That's huge, bro. Anyway, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. You said it's too close to call. I don't know what it is. I mean, CNN is calling. I'm on CNN.com. They said Alabama Democrat wins. It's right on the first page. All right. And of course, that it's all due to the black vote. And guess what? Democrats ain't going to give y'all shit for it either. But anyway, let's keep it going. REBB, James Cade. REBB 0013. Not much going on here. I would take a position though. Where are you at here? Looks like actually, yeah, you got very little downside risk here. But this might get a reverse split here. I don't know how many shares are floating out there. This could reverse split. But it might not. It might not. One stock that I'm looking at that looks very similar is AMLH. Thank you for bringing up ERBB. 'Cause I'm going to watch that one too. I've been looking for some pennies to kind of get in to hold for about 90 days or so. ERB, AMLH. I'm not sleeping on this AMLH because this gaming shit, the world of gaming is real, man. This e-gaming shit. You got guys making some real money on this e-gaming shit, man. You got guys making some real money on this e-gaming shit. Anybody in here is good enough to be a professional gamer? Like you can whip some motherfucking ass. Anybody in here? I'm talking like, NBA 2K, Madden. Like if you had 300 guys, you can whip up 290 of them. Let me see. Archon. Yeah, Archon is an interesting company. I looked into Archon. They're not really I don't know why they're listed here as oils. Yeah, they're in like I thought they labeled them as drilling. Yeah, they're in oil services. So they're basically like a helicopter company that helps workers get to the basically, I don't know what they call them, but out in the ocean, those things. They're not oil fields, but little rigs. They fly them to the rigs and back and shit like that, and they do transportation and food services. So they're cooking and stuff, because a lot of that is privatized. So the company hires that stuff out. They don't, manage all that. They'll hire other companies that are responsible, for feeding the guys, getting them there, all that kind of shit, hiring, all that stuff. The oil companies, their job is oil. But you'd be surprised when it comes to oil services. It encompasses a lot of different things. That's the business of Archon. But again, this is a company that if you go back in time, I mean, they've had some much better days. Much better days. 2010, this used to be worth a lot more. But crashing gas prices and whatnot back in 2014, that company really hasn't been the same. Hasn't really been the same. Platforms. There you go. Platforms. Appreciate it. Lamprey, appreciate that. Platforms. All right. You said you're good in NHL 17? Okay. I used to be ranked top 200 in 2K11. He said he's trash now. Oh, man. I don't care what anybody say. I'll still whip all y'all ass in that NBA Jam, though. I don't care who you are, man. Put me in front of some of that NBA Jam. Just give me Reggie Miller, and I'll light your ass up, man. Archon, let me see here. Yeah, we just looked at that. What else? MRRCF, American Group. I don't know too much about these kind. Y'all bringing up some new stocks today. MRRCF. Don't know much about it. Never heard of it. I don't think we've ever even brought this company up on the show before. Somebody always brings this stock up in the chat room to piss me off. Roku. I told you guys a long time ago I give up on Roku. I don't know what the fuck is this company. It is what it is, man. It ain't going nowhere. It's $46 stock. That's what it's gonna be. Macy's finally showing some weakness. I said Macy's. I love this company as a short. I told you guys that the let me see here. Was it the Macy's May? I think I accidentally had said March, but the May $23 call, $23 puts were going for $185. That's the ask. You can do better. But right now, if you the $18, and I'm gonna mark it right here because I'm confident we're gonna get back there. The $18 puts are going for 51 cents right now. They've got 2,000 open interest on those $18 puts, and I would sell. There's not too much meat on the bone, but I would probably sell some of those $30 calls, those May 18th $30 calls. You don't even have to go. You can probably go sooner than that. But we'll see. We'll see if we get down to 25. No, actually 24.50. If we get down to 24.50, then you might want to start selling some of those $30 calls to help you buy more. To really load up, because it could be coming back there. But we'll see. We'll see. That huge deal, that mall deal that happened today was kind of responsible, because if you saw it, Macy's actually opened up higher. Then come to find out, this Australian real estate company just got bought out by a French company that is known for, basically closing up shop. I mean, they don't mind kicking everybody out and turning these properties into other things. And I don't know how you can reuse a mall. I've seen malls, be turned into office parks. But I'm thinking of a mall in my area, and I don't see how that would work with the mall in my area. But some say that was responsible for the selling today. All right. Let's take a look at more tickers. Who's still in BW? You still in BW? Babcock, Wilcox? Yeah, we kind of forgot about this one, man. Desert Edge, we kind of forgot this. Kenny Dutton, you said you got an Atari 5200. You know what, bro? I've never played an Atari, man. I've never played an Atari. Now, you guys know, again, not to change the subject, that, with the whole ROMs, did anybody get into that? The emulators and ROMs thing? I had got into the emulators and ROMs. At one point, I had basically every Super Nintendo game ever made on my computer. But, shit ended up going to college and in the Navy, and, I just couldn't do that shit anymore. But every Atari game is out there on the internet. You can download on your computer and play. But I never got a chance to do it. Just never, I don't know. But here we have BW looking to see if, looking for the breakout, man. BW finally looking like it could start filling this gap. If you guys remember, we played BW at its lowest point. We played BW at its lowest point and basically forgot about it. BW was a stock that, was doing poorly but got oversold. And it was just a common sense trade, man. It was just a common sense trade. It was so beat up. Again, when you just got to love these stocks that have very little downside risk. These really beat up low RSI stocks that still have, quite a few meat on the bones, particularly if they're above $1. Those make really great trades. And we basically just rode it out, out of those RSI lows and then forgot about it. So here we have BW at 488 and looking really nice. Actually looking pretty nice and looking to fill the gap. This is a stock to watch. All right. Somebody in the chat room mentioning Blue Apron. Yeah, Blue Apron. I don't know what to say about Blue Apron because you can't continually, you can't short it here because it's already lost so much value. At the end of the day, they still have significant amount of reserve as well as, they have a company that took them public that's willing to come out and say, hey, look, it's changed. Financing has been restructured. The game over. It's time to go higher now. And that's basically what they came out and said. And all of a sudden now, the investment banks, I've always suspected that the investment banks hire writers to write little hit pieces or prop up pieces for stocks. All right. A la, Wolf of Wall Street, a la, the movie Wall Street. Blue Horseshoe loves Anacott Steel. I believe that shit happens. That shit still happens today where you have, banks and investment bankers, individual investors who will hire people to write pieces about stocks. And all of a sudden here, where we look at Blue Apron, what's the first article here on TradingView? Blue Apron stock, not a bargain right now. Blue Apron, CEO can't save Blue Apron. So we're getting both sides of the argument here. Then the company that sent them public, Blue Apron at low, ready to go higher. So, I mean, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Lloyd, I'm on. Mr. Lloyd. Give me a call, bro. You know my number, 305-600-2896. And by the way, I got to shout out my new website to get you all triggered up on social media, realshockingcrime.com, man. realshockingcrime.com. I haven't put up the ads yet, but that's going to be a nice little money-making CPC website for me. 206, you're on the air. What's up?
Man, I just called earlier and said you ain't paid the phone bill.
Nah, Mr. Lloyd, we're live and up, man.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, man, and I know people don't like when you go off topic, but I just want to say we've been through some damn roller coasters over the years, man, and
yeah.
I swear, going through the sub-penny plays, I mean, back to $2 plays, $5 plays. Now, I remember the first time somebody mentioned a $70 play, like, oh, hell no, that's too much for the listeners.
Yeah. Shit, man. I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, at the time, bro, I was working with, less than 15K, and just to be honest with you, so, I mean, a $70 stock wasn't really going to work out for me. I mean, to really get into that kind of position. And again, I didn't know anything about options. So, to really make money on a $70 stock, you got to put in, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe to really make some money on that. So, but again, man, with now more knowledge, people like you and Connor and so many other people we've met through the show, I've diversified. A lot of people have diversified, and we are where we are now. So that's what's up.
Right. Actually, so there's I start getting back into small caps. And it felt so weird, man, to play a small cap for the first time today. I mean, like a $5 stock. And I bought 2,000 shares of a $5 stock. And I'm thinking, okay, this thing is going to move. And, watching it, it was like 3 cents, $1. I mean, but you play an option, boy, it's like the damn gas is going that gas tank a lot quicker, and so it's definitely a lot slower pace, and I wish, if I can do it all over again, I wish that I would have stuck with the small caps evenly. I shouldn't have focused so much on options, because when you switch back and forth, because options don't, I mean, just as you said before, diversify your trading, and because things change. I mean, we went from pennies to small caps to options, and I totally focused on options, and then just kind of left the small caps alone, and it's almost like I forgot how to play it, and it's not moving fast enough. And when you're used to that fast money, man, it's going back to small caps. Yeah. I mean, I'm not used to dumping so much money and didn't get no small returns, but that's how people, make their money. So
it's hard to go back to a 3% gain when you're playing options, and you're used to a 20% move in your option, and you're sitting on a $900 gain, and you're walking away with $900 at a time. You know what I mean? It's hard to look at a 4% gain, and you're up maybe like $65, and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man. So my business should be up and running by the end of the year. Definitely. I don't know. You said you had a house, man. So did you hear about the itemized deductions going away?
Yeah, I mean, that's more or less for people like you, millionaires like yourself who own homes over $500,000. How do you feel about that, man? The fact that a house that's worth that much, now that you're not gonna be able to write that off, bro.
Well, so basically, I hired this firm, and I got it's Economy something. Basically, they help people with Airbnbs, and I hurry up and hired them, man. I wasn't gonna mess around this year, and basically, what I just learned is that the those deductions, those itemized deductions, and for you guys that don't know what itemized deductions are, it's the mortgage interest, the financial aspect of the house.
Yeah.
You know, you won't be able to deduct anymore. But however, you can put all that stuff into the business aspect, and so that's why, you know, people are going into the Airbnbs because you know,
so
the way the tax reform is going.
So it's like a backdoor way to itemize. Okay, yeah, that actually makes perfect sense, Mr. Lloyd. I see now why that would be an incentive for you to pursue. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know any better, man. But I mean, everything works out for a reason. I mean, so sorry I haven't been on, man. Basically, I've been just trying to understand tax law, and
do your thing, man. And I appreciate you, bro. And I'm curious. Is the demand for Airbnb in your area still really, really high?
I don't know, man. I mean, the city of Seattle just added a $14 tax per head if you're renting out an entire place.
Yeah, and that comes directly for the hotels. The hotel business was behind that, man. I read a little bit about that one, and the hotel associations, they got behind some of the politicians back there, and that's what's pushing that one. They're trying to, you know, discourage you guys from doing what y'all doing. Y'all were hurting the hotel business out there.
Right. Hey, what's up with your girl Angie, man? I haven't. How's she doing?
Angie, who the hell are you talking about?
You know Angie. Come on, don't play
God.
games.
Look, Angie's List. I don't even know. Man. Look, she sold her company. She made $700 million, and she's fucking disappeared.
I'm just messing with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you hated that shit for years, so I just had to bring up old times, man. How's everything else going? Everything's good.
Everything else is going good, bro. And still trading. Now they done got me into this damn cryptocurrency. By the way, are you in crypto at all?
Oh, man, you know, I'm like,
I mean, you got to have some kind of exposure. I don't know how high this is going to go. Every day, I'm spending more and more time on cryptocurrencies. Because, bro, I mean, some of the money that's being made here, bro, it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely. I'm looking at situations where, you know, you were literally up 200% overnight, man, and it's not OTC 200%, and like, you know, you only got 20 minutes to sell out. It's like 200%, and you've got 3 hours to think about it. Because this price ain't going down, you know.
Well, and that's just my fault, man. As far as trying to get educated about it, hell, I hardly know fucking options as far as all the codes and stuff. You know, trying to see how it fluctuates. Now we're moving over so remember we went from penny stocks, to small caps, to options. Now we move over to Bitcoin. I mean, hell, I can't keep up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be a poor man trying to learn all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like as soon as I get into some damn Bitcoin, they gonna say, "Oh, here's Lloyd. Let's bring this motherfucker down."
Yeah.
Next thing I know, it's Sal. I just lost all my money, man.
But here's the thing, though. But Mr. Lloyd, though, are you a believer, though? I mean, do you like what's going on? Do you think it's a scam? What's your opinion of what's going on in crypto?
I mean, we like I said, I don't know enough, and I think we already talked about what was that the one crypto that I said I was going to get into, and I couldn't even figure out how to get into the shit.
Yeah.
What was it? Red
coin. Yeah, red coin.
Red ass or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I talked to Mag, and Mag, I don't know if you listen to, man, but he's like, because, you know, he's pretty good doing that research. And I was like, look, man, you know, what do you think is going to be the next big ass, you know, Bitcoin? Because I don't want to get in at, you know, $10, and, you know, I want to get in sub pennies and just sit on it for a while. So basically, he feels like, well, you know, he feels like his theory is it's like a bunch of rocks, and basically, you put $100 in each Bitcoin and just hope for the best.
Okay.
Because there's really no theory behind it. And I mean, shit. I was like, well, you know, I lose playing other shit. Well, why not put $100 and just sit on it and hope for the best?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sitting in some sub penny plays now, and the shit hasn't moved. So, And speaking of penny plays, man, when's the last time you played a penny stock?
Oh man, I mean, what? Well, I'm
under a dollar
one right now. I mean, BTSC, BTCS. I'm in both of those. I still have some USEIs. I still have some DTIIs. So I still have, quite a bit of OTC stocks, that I have exposure to. None that I'm watching like I gotta watch every single day. But
right.
I still got quite a bit of exposure to it because, particularly the Bitcoin ones, just because I just have a feeling those are going to go significantly higher as long as cryptocurrency is as hot as a trend as it is right now.
And I'm wondering how people were, and if you guys know out there, how were people buying Bitcoin when it was in the sub-penny levels? Because I think when it was introduced in was it 2000? Because there wasn't even a platform until 2012, and it was already at $100. So how were people buying Bitcoin prior to when it was at the sub-penny? Because I mean, we all dream about that we could have got at the sub-penny level, but where could you buy some Bitcoin at?
Well, here's the thing that company that they had, Mt. Gox. That Mt. Gox, Bitcoin started in 2009, but Mt. Gox, which was the Coinbase of that time, that started in 2010. So I don't know where they were, trading before, but I know Bitcoin was available on Mt. Gox when they first started. So 2010 at sub-penny prices or below. I know definitely below $1. I don't know about sub-penny. I mean, not say sub-penny, but below $1. I do know that. And significant amount of people did buy from Mt. Gox. And the smart ones, what they were doing, and if you're smart on your Coinbase, you're buying your crypto, but you're not storing it with the broker. You're actually having your own wallet, and you're buying from them, and you're sending it to your own wallet. That's the smart way to play crypto. So Mt. Gox at the time, 2010, was selling Bitcoin below $1 in 2010. So that opportunity, yes, was there for people to buy at that time.
And actually looking at the Bitcoin chart, man, it almost reminds me of Dries. How everybody got all pumped up about Dries, where it went from $2 to $200, and I don't know. It looks just. I feel like this is where it's going to head to, but I like I said, I don't know. I mean, hell, yeah. Nobody knows. But anyways, man, I ain't gonna hold up the show. I hope all is well, everybody, and I appreciate it, Sal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, appreciate it, Mr. Lloyd, as always. Love talking to the listeners who've been around for a long time. Shout out to Mr. Lloyd. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, sir, as always. Yeah. Look, man. If you've got the opportunity, I don't trust it enough to go that big. But if you got it like that, where you can buy yourself, 405 Bitcoin, like actually just go out and buy the whole damn thing. Look, this could, 25,000, 30,000, 40,000 is very, very likely. Is very, very likely. And, I said it at 10,000. I'm gonna say it at 12,000. I said it at 15,000 last week. This is the real deal, man. This is the real deal. I hate when people, think that they're really, doing something when they put in only $100 or $50. I get it. You want to play, but, with that kind of little money, man, just go get yourself an altcoin. Go get yourself some NEM or some damn, what else is close right now? Let's take a look. Let's dive into some altcoins, shall we? Go get yourself some Ripple. Go get yourself some IOTA. You know what I'm saying? Go get yourself some Monero and Stellar, and you know what I'm saying? If you only got $300, bro, unless you want one fucking Litecoin, if you can really just go get yourself one fucking Litecoin, because that's probably going to 1,000. But if you just, you looking for more than that, go get yourself a damn altcoin that's moving, that's getting hot, that's getting people talking about it. Kenny Dutton, you saying you're going big in crypto? Yeah, I mean, look, some people are doing it. You got these hedge funds, these private wealth funds, guy. And by the way, CNBC is Bitcoin week. This whole week on CNBC is Bitcoin week. They've got some of the largest private money managers whose significant holdings or who have significant holdings in cryptocurrency. So they're either full or have significant holdings in cryptocurrency. One guy they had today on Fast Money, $50 million, all cryptocurrencies. And he said it readily. That's what he's doing. And look, if that guy was probably to put out his holdings, he's probably outperformed every fund on the stock market. $50 million, all crypto. All crypto. We haven't heard too much of celebrities getting into crypto, but I wouldn't doubt that there have some celebrities out there who probably have some cryptocurrencies under their ownership. But I haven't seen any prominent celebrities come out and say that they're buying crypto. And that probably has a lot to do with embarrassment. A lot of them don't want to look like they're loonies because they're waiting for the AOK from the preeminent financial institutions. A lot of the people, they wait for when Goldman Sachs says it's okay, then I put my money in. When Goldman Sachs says it's okay, that's when I want to trade it. I said watch the video on BTCS. I'm not seeing a video on. I'm on the BTCS page. I don't see a video. That you're talking about here. Was this the first?
Lucky Bidders recently won 15.
Is that the first publicly listed Bitcoin firm? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Oh yeah, man. But they want it to crash first. They're looking for a crash. They want to crash, man. That's basically what they want to crash. But read the article. There's a beautiful article out there right now. You see here, it says like 1,000 people control like 40% of Bitcoin. 1,000 people control 40% of Bitcoin. Did you guys read that article? Where is that article? There it is. It came out 5 days ago. It's called The Bitcoin Whales. I'm going to share that article with you guys. You can read it. And it's called The Bitcoin Whales. And basically, it talks about the 1,000 people who own 40% of Bitcoin. These guys right now are worth several hundreds of millions of dollars. Several hundreds of millions of dollars. They interviewed a couple of them, and they were consistent that they are not going to sell. They're not going to sell. The top 100 Bitcoin addresses own 17.3% of all of the issued currency. The top 100 Bitcoin addresses. Top 100. Now, I suspect each address stands for one person, but it could be multiple people. It could be. But that's a lot of power, man. That's a lot of power. And when we're talking about a coin that's only 16 million floating, that means the float is even smaller when we talk about, how high this could possibly go. You said the link is dead. Let me see. Can I? Let me try and maybe see the way I got it from Google. Let me pull it up again. All right. Is it gonna let me share it? Do they have a share button? Let me try one more time. Try one more time here. Oh yeah, it's saying. I don't know why it keeps saying that. I mean, yeah, but just look it up, man, or just type in the Bitcoin whales. It comes right up. 702, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, it's me.
Who am I speaking with?
It's me, Dulo. You know Dulo, D-U-L-O. Dulo, come on, you know me.
And how can I help
Hey,
you?
yo, you there?
Okay, all right.
Remember I spoke to you last week about joining my cell phone family?
All right. All right. That one actually sounded pretty real. That actually sounded pretty real. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. What else? We looked at Litecoin. Where's Litecoin at? Litecoin selling off. But recovering really well, man. Recovering really well. Again, let's put the Bollinger Bands on here. We talked last week about the Bollinger Bands. I'm going to say it right now. I love TradingView, Bollinger Bands. Again, all of these markets are getting different prices. I was on another exchange just before the show that's showing Litecoin at like $230. I'm like, God damn, a $50 difference? What the hell is going on here? But it is what it is. I'm just looking at GDAX. And by the way, has anybody been trading on GDAX? That shit is addictive as fuck, bro. But the problem is, unless you're using a lot of capital, I mean, you got to think about these as like $280 stocks. You got to think about these as, yeah, you can trade for fractional, but I mean, your gains are fractional too. Right? If you put in $400 and you're trading Bitcoin, I mean, your profit is like $7, $8 on certain moves. So it's just not. It's not even fucking really worth it unless you're going in with some real size. It's not even really worth it. Litecoin is much better to trade, especially lately on GDAX. Incredible liquidity with the movement lately, and also it's not that expensive. So even if you want to trade, with $1,000, you can do it right now on GDAX trading Litecoin. All right, but just be very careful. But you can buy the dips. Of course, at the end of the day, you want to go long. But right now, Litecoin, look, it's done a lot. It's pretty tired. It's working its way. Let's go ahead and lower this. As you can see here, we're at 89 on the RSI, but RSI is very hard to, it doesn't really work too well with cryptos. I like Bollinger Bands, so I'm thinking it's got to be back on the other side of the band, as we can see, because if you look at what we talked about on Bitcoin, as we talked last week, we were way out of the bands, and we said, look, this stock's got to come back in for it to continue to go higher, and that's exactly what it did. Sold off, got back into the bands, and now we're continuing the run. Slight pullback, but we're going to continue to go higher over the next several days in Bitcoin. I think it's the same thing for Litecoin. I think we're going to see the same thing. It's been an incredible run. All right, it's been an incredible run. We're going to cool down a little bit. And we'll be off to the races again very, very shortly. Can you transfer money directly into GDAX, or do you have to set up a Coinbase? You can transfer money directly into GDAX. A lot of people start off with Coinbase, and you can transfer money from your Coinbase to GDAX. Very easy to use, Jacob TS. You're absolutely right. Very easy to use, GDAX. Let's go to Ripple. The one thing I do like, I'd love to see about GDAX, you're absolutely right. I'd love to see Coinbase add a few more cryptos. I mean, they have, in my opinion, the platform I trust the most, which is GDAX. In fact, If you want to buy cryptocurrencies, one thing I've learned in the last 2 days that I wish I had knew when I first got into cryptocurrencies is that when you want to buy crypto, buy it on GDAX. Because the fees are lower. The fees are actually lower on GDAX than they are on Coinbase. I didn't even realize that until you start trading on GDAX. And you're like, oh damn, I barely paid anything for that shit. I would have paid $6-7 for that Bitcoin on Coinbase. So the fees are lower on GDAX. So I wanted to bring up Ripple. Ripple doing it really well too. Ripple had an incredible day yesterday, pulling back a little bit. What's going on with Tether? I'm hearing people talking about that being a scam. Supposedly, Tether is going, or it's a failed coin. I don't know what's going on with it. Something's going on with the people behind it, or something like that. So lots fucking up there. It said Ripple is trading like 10-year bonds. But here's the thing, Jacob. What do you think about Ripple and IOTA? I mean, IOTA is basically Ripple. Are you threatened at all by them? Are you threatened at all by, IOTA, actually, if you read up on IOTA, they mention that they consider Ripple their main competition. You say IOTA was pumped. Oh, well, clearly. I mean, you can see over the last, couple days here, IOTA, really took off toward the beginning of December, and has been hanging up there pretty nicely. So we're not getting the heavy selling. It's keeping up there and finding support there at the fours. All right. Said banks are behind Ripple, particularly the Bank of England. Yeah, I mean that's scary. That's a little bit scary, but Ripple, and that's why a lot of guys shit on Ripple, because they don't consider it to be a real crypto play. A lot of people look at Ripple and they say, man, that's just an extension of, the fiat money control, where you have, many institutions behind the scenes fraudulently trying to pass this off as some kind of, oh, look at this crypto, but it's really not, a people's currency. It's really not a people's currency. Andrew, you said you sent me a text? Yeah, I don't see a text from you, bro. ENJ has a new wallet coming out this month. I don't know. I haven't memorized all the ENJ. I never memorized all the. But yeah, I want you guys to take a look at. I love the 000 stuff. Take a look at Flash Coin. Flash. It's called Flash Coin, but it just goes by Flash. It's built on the Litecoin platform. It's barely under a penny. 006. I wish I could put it on TradingView. I can't. 006 right now. Let me show you. Let me send you guys the link. Let me send you guys the link. What's going on, Eduardo Cruz? He said he's about to roll a blunt. All right. Take a look at Flash Coin. Tell me what you think. That's going to be a remitting coin. Basically, if you want to send money to India, send money to Africa, send money to third world countries, it's going to be preferably a coin for, small transactions. Injun coin. Okay. Kenny Dutton, how? No, that's game over for that Bitcoin 2x. That would have been hot as fuck, but dude, some people think the guy's probably got in jail or something like that. He may have gotten arrested, or who knows, man. Fuck it, bro. Yeah, I said that on the next show. In fact, on that video at the bottom, I made sure to comment that the guy just, I don't know, nobody knows what's where the owner, where the developer is on Bitcoin 2 or 2x. Motherfucker just basically disappeared. Let me see. Another one I was looking at was Basic Attention Token. That's another one. Everybody hates the Bitcoin Cash guy. You guys notice that? The guy behind Bitcoin Cash, everybody, like a lot of people do not like that guy, man. They do not like that guy, man. The guy behind Bitcoin Cash. And by the way, Bitcoin Cash is losing its ass, man. He's trying to like make Bitcoin Cash like the thing to buy, but he's not the person for it. He doesn't have, that's why a lot of people are fucking with Mr. Lee's Litecoin, man, because they actually like him. Not just the fact that Litecoin is a, fucking good coin and the technology makes a lot of sense, but they actually like that guy. Like they actually like him. Roger Ver, man. Yeah, but Bitcoin B, a lot of people don't like Roger Ver. When you look up his name, whether it be on forums or on Twitter or just on the internet, just people, they don't like his attitude. They don't like the way he comes off. He just, But when you talk about Litecoin, people actually fuck with that guy, man. They're like, dude, he's a cool ass dude. So I think, the personalities, these people behind these coins, and if you notice, the fact that he's up in front and out and center, him and the guy behind Ethereum, the fact that they're up in front and center and out there is helping the coins and has helped the coin. I think if you look at Litecoin and Ethereum, although they have great technology, I don't know if they would be where they are now if it wasn't for the fact that they have, developers who are out in front and center like that. I think the technology probably would have, gotten them somewhat there, but I think personality plays a part too. Litecoin is crashing. Nah, not that bad, man. Litecoin's all right. It's all right. Look, these things are gonna go up and down. Anybody who bought in at 340, you're gonna be fine. And a week from now, it's gonna be like nothing happened. So, just like the guys who had bought Bitcoin at 10,000 and then it pulled back to 7. And you already had those articles, Good Night Bitcoin and all that shit when it pulled back from 10 back down to 7,500, and then look where we are now. So, you just got to chill and understand that we're playing a long game here. We're playing a long game here. These things are going to be around here this time next year. Are we going to be talking about $200 Litecoin next year? I doubt it. So, look, man, Litecoin's been around since what, 2013? Was it 2013, 2014? And when you talk to these guys, they don't even understand. They're like, man, you ask them what the technology is going to be. They're like, man, we don't even know. They haven't even the developers themselves haven't even wrapped up their minds around what kind of technology that the blockchain could eventually, disrupt in terms of what we're doing now. Besides banking, everybody knows banking is going to shit. 25 years from now, banking is going to shit. Yeah. Vitalik is Ethereum. And isn't Vitalik like 20 years old or something like that? Hold on, Vitalik. How old is he? ETH. Isn't he like young as fuck? Or maybe I have him confused with somebody else. He's like young as fuck, isn't he? Smart ass motherfucker. 23. God damn, bro. This guy's 23 years old. He's probably got a net worth now over $1 billion. No doubt about it. Several billion probably now. Well, actually, what's the market cap now? He probably has got at least $1 billion. Because I have no doubt he's probably got his developer position. Right? Let me see. Let me just, I know he's, where's their market cap on ETH? Where's ETH market cap? Yeah, 58. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 58. 73. That's 58 billion. Yeah, so there's no doubt in my mind he's worth at least a couple billion. He's got to be worth a couple billion. Bitcoin B, you said you've been a Bitcoin trader since 2015. Salute to you, man. I salute to you. 2015, bro. Salute to you, man. Let me give you a round of applause, bro. That's what's up, man. You said Macaulay Culkin? Macaulay Culkin made 400. Was he an early investor or something like that? Was he an early investor? Macaulay Culkin is 36. God damn. I didn't know he was that old. He still looks pretty young, though. I mean, he still looks pretty young, except when he wears his hair long. And he doesn't look like he's on crack. He looks like he's been smoking some crack. Yeah, somebody needs to get him to start eating again. He's not eating well. Let me see here. Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, I don't see any news about that, but I wouldn't be surprised, man. You know, a lot of these crypto guys. Here's the thing, though. A lot of these crypto guys didn't really go for institutional money, though. I mean, they didn't go to like, you know, any VCs and be like, hey, I want to go start this crypto. You know what I'm saying? So we haven't seen like, you know, celebrities who are like, yeah, I was in on Bitcoin from like 2009. It's like regular dudes. You know, like we see with a lot of publicly traded companies where you got guys like Gary Vaynerchuk and all them like, yeah, man, I was in on Facebook at the institutional stage and you know, I got in at $15 million. Now it's worth $400 million and blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, what the fuck? I didn't get that opportunity. XRP, 35 cents. Peter Thiel. Yeah, I like Peter Thiel, too. That Peter Thiel, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But the Peter Thiel guy, he's you know, venture capitalist, billionaire dude. Hold on, is this the one? Hold on. This might be the one I don't like. PayPal, Ticket Public. Because he's got some weird, suspected connections that are. Let me see here. And I'm not going to go into that, but he's got some real alt-right kind of, yeah, there it is. I knew Peter Thiel. Yeah, he's one of them. You gotta watch that guy, Peter Thiel. He's got some sick ideas when it comes to diversity and like women's rights and shit like that. Like he just thinks women should just be like sitting at home pregnant all day and shit like that. Read up on that guy. He's I like what he's doing for Bitcoin, but he's got some sick ideas about the world. But the Vitalik guy, I fucks with that kid, man. I fucks with that kid. What else is hot out here right now, man? Somebody brought up XRP. XRP's at 25 finally. You see, look at it. This one says, oh no, I thought you said, hold on. God damn, man. Ripple's got different prices all over the map, man. Shit. Ripple's got different prices. Hold on. Let me go ahead and post that link again, Silver by the Ounce. What's that you trying to post? Yeah, Ripple's at 35 cents. We're watching that right now. What else is hot right now, man? Other than that, man, these Bitcoin, these cryptos are where it's at, man. I can't even deny it, dude. I can't even deny it. And I know some of you guys who are straight small caps or straight stocks, man. Look, at the end of the day, man, when you can put your money somewhere and you're doubling it in a week, you're doubling it in 3 days, and you're getting the money out. You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing if they were keeping your money, right? But like you can go in and come right out. Like nobody's like preventing you from coming out. You know, I've been hearing some people trying to talk shit about Coinbase. Well, sometimes the site is down. Dude, you don't even have to use Coinbase. There's so many, you know, other brokers that are just as good, by the way. If not better, depending on who you ask. That you know, will make the trade happen. If you're in profit, great. When you time to sell and you want out, you're out. Poloniex is good, yeah. Poloniex is, yeah, that's another one that's good. What's that? Bittrex? Bittrex is good. But I did hear about one that's going out. What's it, like Bitfinance? Is Bitfinance closing up or some shit like that? Bitfinance? Or was that just a fucking rumor? I don't know. Isn't there one broker that's having some kind of trouble? Now I've also been hearing guys say, and when I say hearing, I just mean basically in Discord. And by the way, there are a lot of great Discord rooms for cryptocurrency. You know, I thought the stock rooms were pretty aggressive. Let me see. These crypto Discord rooms are insane, man. You know, during the day and shit, or even at night during the Japanese sessions or the Asian sessions, you got guys in those crypto rooms all day. All day. And it's not like during the weekend, you know, weekends, stock market is closed, right? So the Discord rooms are pretty much their shit on the weekends. But on the weekends, the Discord rooms on in crypto rooms on the weekends, they're popping. They're popping, man. Maybe even more than during the week. Yeah. Linda Call, Tesla Coin, Linda Coin. Poloniex had its trouble. Bitfinex. Okay, at Bitfinex, yeah. Bitfinex has trouble. There he goes. I thought it was Bitfin something. What are some type of crypto core Discord rooms? Well, if you go to the Flashcoin website, they have their own Discord room. A lot of coins have their own Discord room. If you go to the coin website, some coin, they have their own Discord rooms. Let me see. A lot of them, they won't let you. They won't let you create invites though. Hold on, let me see. Cause I'm in a bunch of them, and I'm in the Flashcoin one. Steam, I'm in a one for Steam. This one for Steam, bro, has like a couple thousand. Like, it's just too fast, bro. It's like ridiculous sometimes. What is this? Trader Read, OHM. So they're quite a few of them, man. I don't know if they're, but they're not letting you, they're not my room, so they're not letting me create. They're not letting me create invites for them. Tether, yeah, Tether's going down. Tether's going down. Tether's going down. Has anybody actually gotten paid from Steemit? Like, has anybody actually gotten? Because the whole Steemit idea is that they will credit you for putting out content. But I mean, has anybody actually gotten some? All exchanges have had issues in the past. That's why when it comes to the exchanges, man, always send it to your own wallet, man. As soon as they just send that shit to your own wallet, don't keep it at the exchange, man. That's where it gets fucked up at. I know a lot of them have like online wallets and stuff like that you can use, but man, keep your own wallet. Steemit get you paid for posts like each other post. Okay, so Bitcoin B, you've gotten paid? Okay. All right, you said you can help me get paid from Steemit? Okay, I'm going to follow that. I'm going to go ahead and copy that and hit you up. If that's your Steemit name, I'm going to sign up for that. Yeah, HM, we checked out STGG. We checked that out. These are DCIX. We're looking at DCIX before I get up out of here. Yeah, DCIX after hours is insane. What's going on over there? Why is the ask at 360 at 628? Why is the after hours so high like that? Let's see here. DCIX. Oh no, okay, no, it's that. No, man, that's nothing special going on over there. I'm thinking something's going on special over there. No, it's nothing's happening. TIK, eyes. We didn't even discuss eyes. We didn't even discuss this stock that's riding on the Bollinger Bands. EYS, eyes. RGSE. DPW. Talked about DPW. Really caught a lot of people off guard, DPW. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting what's going on there. DXTR, I want to call it a bankruptcy play. Basically that's what it is. They came out and filed for bankruptcy today. They haven't gotten the queue yet. They should get the queue. If they're not delisted tomorrow, they should be. Someone said, "Is this a dip buy?" I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that just yet. But you could see buying in this tomorrow, surprisingly or not. I mean, you could very well see that, but I wouldn't put my money on it. But just in case, I mean, it's a 9-cent stock. It's not even oversold though, as I think. Even with this, oh yeah, just slightly oversold on that bankruptcy announcement. What else was out here? PPHM, that was another loser today. Just looking at the losers right now. TLJT. TLJT, not too bad. TLJT, not too bad, but looks like we're selling off after hours on TLJT. Can I verify TGLT or TLGT? Nope, same old, same old. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing another after hours on that. ENDP, Endo International. Don't know anything about this one. $1 billion market cap. Get the Bollinger Bands out of here. Don't know anything about it. Y'all bringing up a lot of new tickers today, man. A lot of new stuff on here today. All right. Taking money out your Steam. Okay. HM, would I buy Litecoin for 300? Yes, I would. It's not going for 300 now, but yeah, I would buy Litecoin right now. Hell yeah, man. Litecoin is going to 1,000. I said it right here. That's the topic of the show. Litecoin is going to 1,000, man. You know, when you look at Litecoin, besides the fact that the speed, the low transaction fees, it just makes sense for Litecoin to be where, you know, possibly, you know, a third of the cost of Bitcoin. You know, I think you can make a strong case for the technology, man. You can make a real strong case for the technology. And I'm not a computer scientist or a data scientist, so I can't break that all down for you. But when I look at the white paper and I'm reading what I can understand, there are a lot of things that make Litecoin better than Bitcoin. But, you know, having that first mover advantage is huge. You know, but Litecoin, in terms of scalability, unless there's a huge change, an agreed upon change, by the way, in how Bitcoin is made, Litecoin is built for scale. You know, Litecoin is significantly built for scale. But we got some coins out there that are faster than Litecoin. You know what I'm saying? We got a coin out there that's faster than Litecoin. Ripple claims to be faster than Litecoin. The guys that I'm talking to, Flashcoin, you know, they're saying that they're faster than Litecoin. They have a coin. Again, this coin is trading now below a penny at 0.006. They say they can handle up to 30,000 transactions every 2 seconds. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. You know, but again, that's we'll see. We'll see. People using Litecoin to get out of Bitfinex. Okay. You talk about indicators. What do I like? What I don't like? Oh man, you could spend hours talking on indicators. I mean, that's Cardona coin. Oh man, I hate the name of that coin, Joe. Cardona coin. I hate the name of that coin. I feel like it's named after a mob boss or something. But yeah, the guy was asking about, you know, I feel like we've already kind of brushed that, and you got a lot of guys in the chat room who are far too advanced for me to spend time talking about indicators. But you know, just fine. There's so many of them. All of them can work to your advantage. You know, all of them need confirmation, so you just can't trust one. You know, I love moving averages. You know, I think they have stood the test of time. Bollinger Bands is great. RSI is great. MACD is great. You know, so just find one that works with your strategy and one that you trust. And, you know, and I would say, excuse me, not one, but more than one that work corresponding with each other. So maybe you want to use MACD and Bollinger Bands, or moving averages and RSI, or, you know, you want to use them together. to find a signal that you feel like you can trust and hopefully make money on. All right, but that's kind of a that's a journey you got to kind of walk alone. You gotta walk alone on that one. Yeah, a lot of people use Bollinger Bands, MACD, and RSI. Bollinger Bands, MACD, RSI. But you got guys who get more advanced with it. And they jump into regression and doing a lot of months. Moon cycles. I've seen guys use moon cycles. Which is a little bit overboard. You guys got guys who swear by the Elliott wave. Guys who swear by Elliott wave. So it's all relative. Whatever it is you suggest. Slow stochastics, that's another one. Absolutely. But again, that's kind of one. That's kind of a journey you got to do by yourself. What was that one Bat Scientist was using with the clouds and stuff? Yeah, Ichimoku clouds. You got guys who use that. So, it's something you got to figure it out. Yeah, shout out to Bats, man. Shout out to Bats. I know he's traveling this week. So shout out to Bat Scientist. I appreciate him. Fibonacci. Yeah, Fibonacci is a good one too. Whole moving average. I talked about moving average. There's the exponential moving average. Some guys who swear by the difference, that there's a difference there. So yeah, man. There's a whole lot of moving averages. There are over 300 moving averages. Not moving average. There are 300 indicators, and that's not even including the ones guys make themselves. TradingView, you got guys who make their own moving averages and stuff like that. There's CCI and there's a lot, man. There's a lot going out there, and they all work their own kind of ways. They all work with different kind of time horizons. Moving averages are best, preferably for, larger time frames. Moving averages work great on daily, weekly, monthly charts. They suck on, your 2-minute, 3-minute charts. They're absolutely horrible on those kind of charts. All right. But you got some signals that are really good. MACD is really good on, in my opinion, from like 5 minutes to 30 minutes. MACD is actually impressively pretty good. Especially when you're talking about these small caps that are up big on hype or manipulation or something like that. It really does a great job of telling you when, weakness is coming into the stock. A rune indicator too. Absolutely. Yeah, RSI is, man. RSI, traders swear by RSI. Everybody's got the RSI on their charts. It's not one that you can use alone, right? It's not one you can use alone, because how many times have we seen a stock 80 on the RSI? It's supposed to sell off. Oh, now you're at 85. Then you're at 87. And then you're at 89. You're like, what the fuck? This should be pulling back. 91, 92. So, it's definitely not one you want to use alone. But it is a great indicator of, intense buying pressure that could possibly result in correction, and letting you know when a correction could start. VWAP. The technology real value of Bitcoin. That's something we can definitely. I want to talk about this. Yeah, this is something we can definitely talk to. It's 6 minutes long. I'll play that tomorrow. I can play that tomorrow. But does anybody know anything about this BitConnect? Does anybody think BitConnect is a scam? BitConnect, is it a scam? In your opinion, is it a scam? Before I get out of here. And has anybody seen that BitConnect scream? This guy went to the BitConnect. This guy went to the BitConnect headquarters or meetup or something like that, and they're just basically, you know, congratulating everybody who was in BitConnect early, who believed in it, got a lot of people, you know, just patting the backs of all the promoters, you know, of BitConnect. And this guy went there and, you know, he's basically telling people how much he loves BitConnect, and he does this Howard Dean-like scream that is just out of this world, man. And I got to show it to you. And it's just weird as fuck, man. It's just absolutely weird as fuck. You guys know what I'm talking about? Let me see here, man. Let me see the BitConnect scream. Here we go.
BitConnect! BitConnect! BitConnect!
What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck was that? I don't. What the fuck was that, man? That shit was just. You gotta see the. You really gotta see the whole video to really put it in context. Because he was going up to the stage thanking people. He's like, man, I'm just in love with BitConnect. And I mean, it's just a weird ass like moment. And I'm gonna break it down and show it tomorrow. The full like his full antic on that one. But that's just crazy as fuck, man. Yeah. Yeah, BitConnect is a fucking scam. I figured BitConnect was a fucking scam. I figured BitConnect was a fucking scam. Yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and ring the bell, guys. It was a solid Tuesday. Solid Tuesday of trading across the board. Again, look, Bitcoin, altcoins, they're giving us a run for our money, man. And I don't know what to say anymore about the fact that just, you know, look, they're on top right now, and it is what it is. You know, they're on top right now, man. You know, and they're killing us, bro. They're killing the small caps. They're killing the exchanges. You know, I'm looking at my Macy's trade, right? I'm looking at my Macy's trade, and you know, I'm down like 2%, and I'm looking at my altcoins, or it's not even fair to call Litecoin an altcoin anymore, but it is technically an altcoin. And I'm making a killing. You know, it's embarrassing what's going on. It's embarrassing how well cryptocurrency is doing in comparison to some of these companies with billions of dollars, you know, worth of value and, you know, thousands of employees. And it's sad almost. It's almost sad. Appreciate it, Andrew. What to buy right now? I think Bitcoin is a buy right now. I think Bitcoin is a buy right now. Well, that's not Bitcoin. But I think like I said, some of these other ones, like NEM, IOTA. I think IOTA is a steal right now. I think IOTA could double at any day now. I think IOTA is one of those cryptos. Is at $4. I think they could double at any day now. Like one day we're gonna be looking at IOTA at $6, $7, and it's just gonna be like, how did that happen? Well, we all saw it coming. We saw it coming, and you know, I think in a month or two, you're probably not gonna be able to get IOTA under $10. You know, in a month or two, you're probably not gonna be able to get IOTA under $10. Dash is insane, man. Dash Dash. Here's the thing about Dash. If a shitty coin, if a coin like Dash can get to 1,000, I know Litecoin can do it. If Dash can get to 1,000, Litecoin can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because Dash ain't better than Litecoin. You know, Dash isn't better than Litecoin. So you took all your money from Bitcoin and put it in XRP. All right, Ripple's going to do some things. Bitcoin B, you said that was 2 weeks ago? You got into IOTA at 42 cents, man. What a steal, man. What a steal. You know, what a steal. You know, if you got into IOTA here below $1, yeah, you're up 300% in about 2 weeks. But like I said, you know, I think you're going to be up even higher when we're talking about IOTA February, March, April. You know, I wouldn't put it out of the question that you're in the teens. You know, you're looking at IOTA in March. You know, who can't say that you're not in, you know, $10 range by then, if not before then. Said Dash and Litecoin are two different technology. I'm going to have to look into that then. Because I'm basically just kind of looking at speed and whatnot. So if I'm confused on Dash and Litecoin, then I need to work on that and figure out what makes them different and why is Dash more expensive than Litecoin. Is the technology better on Dash than it is on Litecoin? That's you know. Yeah, IBM and Bill Gates on Ripple. Yeah, well, Joe, we talked about Ripple being the corporate. Ripple is the corporate crypto. Ripple is the corporate, you know, crypto. It's you know, big large cap cryptocurrency. You know? How do you know that? Joe Silva put a link for all of us to use. You can Google that, Andrew, because I saw American Express. American Express came out and said they want to do something with Ripple, right? So, I mean, Ripple, and in fact, if you go to Ripple's website, I remember looking at this. If you go to Ripple's website, they say that they want to be the crypto of choice for institutions. You know, financial institutions. So that's Ripple, you know, that's what they're about. But then you got to understand that's exactly why a lot of guys don't fuck with Ripple too. That's why a lot of guys don't fuck with them. Another one that came out on my watch list. Here I am back to talking about crypto. Waves. Waves is another one I'm watching. I'm watching Waves. Lisk 2 is on, but I need to learn a little bit more about Lisk. Lisk. Lisk dollar. I need to learn a little bit more about Lisk. But Lisk is setting up very much like Litecoin did, if you kind of set up the same kind of thing. But you got to remember, these ones don't have the same kind of liquidity. Another one that I'm watching that's making a nice move, NXT. I don't know too much about NXT, but it's on Bittrex as well as Polyneix, the two, favorite alt brokers out there. NXT had made an incredible move over the last couple days. NXT, could this be heading for $1? More than likely. I'd love a pullback, but the pullbacks haven't been strong enough for you to really justify sitting down and doing nothing. But here's NXT. That's another one. Steam, as I already kind of talked about, Steam at $1.69. There's one also called ARK. We talked about ARK last week. ARK has been pretty interesting. Again, it's another one I got to learn a little bit more about. But yeah, you got quite a few that are making quite a move. All right. And I think if you go to CoinMarketCap and you kind of stick with those top 50, those top 50 coins That's where you're really going to get the concentrated moves that are really, really good for you in your account. Those top 50. Obviously, the ones out of the top 50, you can trade, you can buy, they're good. But, when you talk about liquidity and being able to go in, go out, getting those gains that stick around, the top 50 is kind of where it's at, in my opinion. The top 50 is kind of where it's at. James, you got to go to these other ones like Bittrex. You got to go to these other brokers. Bittrex, Polynex. I know I'm probably not saying it right. There's one called Cryptography, which is really, really good. I never even heard about this one, but they're the only ones that sell. They're the only ones that, not Cryptography, Cryptopia, excuse me. Cryptopia, let me give you guys a direct link because they actually have a built-in marketplace, which is like a built-in eBay. And let me give you a link to their exchange. Here's a link to the exchange. All right, so this is Cryptopia. This is Cryptopia. Cryptopia, they got, you can buy, they got some shit coins on there. I agree. They got some shit coins on there, but they got some good coins on there. You know what I mean? They got some Monero. They got the Dash. They got, they got some other coins on there you can load up on. And has anybody thought about buying crypto at these exchanges that have like 1,000, 2,000 cheaper, and then sending it to your GDAX and trying to sell it for a profit? Has anybody thought of that? Or maybe, hopefully I'm not confusing you. But what I'm basically trying to explain is that how there are coins, there are markets that, for example, Bitcoin is at 17. There's brokers out there right now that are selling it for 16, right? Has anybody thought about going there, grabbing one for 16 at somewhere else, sending it to your wallet, loading it on GDAX, and then selling it on GDAX for 17? Yeah, has anybody actually done that though? Bitcoin B, you said you do that? Really? Dude, that's like an easy G, bro. But my fear is I don't know. I just feel like like it won't get there or take too long or okay. Wow. You did that today with Litecoin? Yeah, man, because if you look at Litecoin, right? Like on Coinbase, Litecoin is for $3.29. All right. Now, if I pull up Litecoin at Craven, it's at $2.90. Right? So $3.29, $2.90. Right? $3.29, $2.90. That's like $50. Right? Give or take. $50. So if I get, I get 10 grand worth of Litecoin at $2.90, and then I go to GDAX and I dump it at GDAX. That's a nice return, man. And being that, there's no PDT rule, there's nobody really there to stop me. I can just do it over and over and over again. I can just do it over and over and over again. So I'm going to try it tomorrow. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to do one. I'm going to buy one coin at the low end price, the $2.90 or whatever it is tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can load it on GDAX and dump it on GDAX. I just want to see what happens. Joe, we're talking about basically, I don't know, what do you even call this? I don't even know what to call it. It's, different exchanges have different prices for coins. Let me just sum it up for them. Many of them, the exchanges that aren't as popular as Coinbase, they are selling the coins for significantly cheaper than they're going for at Coinbase. Coinbase is the most popular. You know, you got guys who are overbidding. They just want a piece. And I can go to one of these alternative brokerages like Kraven that I have on the screen that has Litecoin right now at $2.93. And I can buy it there, send it to my wallet, go to GDAX, which is Coinbase, load it there, and dump it at Coinbase for $3.30. Coinbase has got Litecoin for $3.30. So Kraven $2.90, Coinbase $3.30. Right, profiting off the price spread. Y'all know the word. Discrepancies. I don't know why I can't say that word. Discrepancies. Yeah. The Korean exchange, they sell more, but I don't know how to read Korean, and I looked into that. That's why I'm bringing up this idea so late, because I'm getting most of the guys are gone. There are only 75 people in here, so I figure all the snitches are gone. So that's why I'm bringing it up to the people who are still in here right now. Am I being criminal here, or I'm just, being someone who's trying to make a profit here? I don't want to come off like I'm trying to scam anybody, because I'm not trying to scam anybody, but I'm seeing an inefficiency that I can exploit and make profit on. Significant amount of profit with literally little to no effort. Little to no effort. So I'm going to try it tomorrow. I'm going to try it with Litecoin because it's the cheapest one, and I can just do one and just see if it works. But Coinbase would be the place to dump the coins, because Coinbase is just they sell all three of them are higher at Coinbase than anywhere else, except Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, there's some exchanges in Korea that are going crazy. There's some exchanges like in Zimbabwe. Bitcoin is like 20,000 in Zimbabwe or some shit like that. So there's some other exchanges too, like Argentina and all. I mean, like little places like that where the dollar is just expensive as fuck, and so little places like that where there are these inefficiencies. Now, the thing about those kind of places, I don't know what the volume is over there, right? So Coinbase is where I know I can dump it. Coinbase is I know I can dump. You can go to these other exchanges where you can buy cheap and then dump it on Coinbase. So the SEC is going to track down that soon. From Polynex to Coinbase and cash out in USD. Exactly. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. See, Bitcoin B, your mind and my mind are right here, bro. That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And you can just be doing this all day. All day. All right. I'm gonna put it in motion. I'm just been a little bit afraid to do it, just because, man, it just seems so gangster. But at the same time, it's just so, it's like, damn, man, is it really that easy? Because it sounds too easy, but the fact of the matter is, with Litecoin and the low fees, it's very, very, it's very lucrative. With Bitcoin, with the fees and the time, I don't know, because Bitcoin, that should be taking some moments. Bitcoin takes a minute to move, if you notice. In between wallets, sometimes I gotta refresh, and I'm like, oh shit, did that really go through? Or where the fuck is my money at? And all of a sudden, when you start panicking, it shows up in your wallet. But Litecoin so far never had a problem. Instant. Virtually instant. When can you short crypto? There are already some exchanges that let you short crypto. Somebody in here can possibly 7 damn confirmations on Bitcoin Journal. Somebody here could probably tell us where to short Bitcoin. I know there's some exchanges that let you short Bitcoin on some kind of platform that looks like MetaTrader 4, which I think actually it is MetaTrader. Almost as if it's built for Forex. And they're letting guys take short positions on Bitcoin USD and whatnot. You said you're on Cryptopia account now, Gucci? Yeah, so I was thinking about that, Poloniex or buying from Cryptopia or just one of these other little exchanges. Matter of fact, let me see here. But Cryptopia has the shit coins. They don't really have any of the they don't have any of the brand name coins. I think you can get some of them. I haven't actually looked. I haven't looked for yeah, it's mostly the shit coins is on there. Bitcoin USD, Bitcoin USD. Yeah, so I'd have to go to you'd have to go to Poloniex or Bittrex or whatever. What's Bittrex selling it for? Can I get a Litecoin Bittrex price? Kraken, Litecoin Bittrex 301. Okay, so 301. So Bittrex is actually even higher. Bittrex is higher. So Litecoin is cheapest. Where are they at? Yeah, hold on. Poloniex 298. 298. Litecoin on Poloniex, LTC, Kraken. Yeah, Kraken so far is 290. Yeah, Kraken 292. Right now is the cheapest I've been able to find it. Yeah, I'll email if you have any problems with your Coinbase or Poloniex account. You said you do that. You give technical support. Appreciate it, Bitcoin B. Yeah. But yeah. Let me copy that email address. I'll definitely hit you up. But yeah, Kraken. And matter of fact, let me go look at Kraken first. I actually haven't even gone to the Kraken exchange. Let me make sure Kraken exchange. Let me see here. Kraken. Okay. All right. So it looks like they got a nice little setup here. Low fees, reliability, 24/7, security. The best Bitcoin exchange for the serious and professional Bitcoin trader. All right. Well, all I know is that they're selling Litecoin for steal right now, $293, $295. Yeah, I can dump this at Coinbase all day, every day. Y'all keep this shit on the low, man, but I know y'all motherfuckers gonna run and tell. But man, if it's gonna be making you some money, man, keep that shit on the low and just stack up, man. But I just wanted to run it through you guys just to see if I was making sense or if I'm just dreaming. But I'm thinking like, man, why even fuck it if it goes up, man? Just keep making a killing on the difference between the brokers until this game ends up ending, because you know what the SEC is going to do. They're going to come in and try to, make it even. So everybody's got the same price, because that hole will close. That hole will close. But if I can get some stacks out of this method before that shit gets figured out, we'll see. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get up out of here before I stay up all night. Let me get up out of here before I get up all night. Free Ride, Desert Edge, More Peace, Andrew Gladness, Eban R, Bitcoin B, Eduardo Cruz. Bitcoin is changing the world, man. Crypto is changing the world, man. Shit is changing the world, man, for our very eyes, bro. This is crazy, man. Fuck all these people who are talking about bubbles. Fuck all these haters out here. Fuck all these banks. Like I'm with it. I don't care if it comes back down to like 10,000. I'm still fucking with Bitcoin, bro. Even if it came all the way down to 10, I'll still fuck with this shit, man. Just because the technology is so crazy, you know. We were talking about what is that? Storage, STORG. I was talking with that one. That's another coin. It's so funny because a black guy actually created this coin, Storage. He's saying, man, look, what I got on Storage, I could literally host 10,000. I could host 10,000 pirate bays. I was like, what the fuck? 10,000 pirate bays? He's like, yeah, you can store, imagine storing everything on Pirate Bay 10,000 times and nobody knowing who the fuck owns that file. Completely invisible. They wouldn't even know who to sue. Shit is crazy, bro. Anyway, let me get out of here, man. It's your boy Sal, man. Appreciate you for watching the show. Like, subscribe. Tell people about my page. Tell people about the show. It just makes it better. Love you guys. Happy trading. See you tomorrow. Take care. Oh, by the way, look at my site, realshockingcrime.com. Realshockingcrime.com. Post some of that shit on Facebook, man. Yeah, that's my little trigger site, man, to get getting a whole bunch of people triggered. But I make money on the site with the ads. The ads aren't even up yet, but go ahead and put that shit on your Facebook, man. Some of the stories that I've been able to dig up are sick as fuck. But that's reality, man. It's just real shit going on out here, man. Anyway, I'm out of here.